left, the weather it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I had a dream the other night, and I thought I saw Susanna. Comes in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. Says, I am coming from the south. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh, when I get to New Orleans, I look around and round, and when I find Susanna, why, I'll swoon right to the ground. But if I do not find her, this cowboy sure'll die. And when I'm dead and buried, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee.
I'll call on you if I need you.
Pigeon-toed and blind, and her teeth, they are false, 'cause she dines on Epsom salt. She's my freckle-faced, consumptive Caroline. Caroline. Say, it looks like we could lend a hand over there.
You would think of that. You're always sticking my nose into trouble.
Well, you don't have to follow your nose.
Dad, look out!
All right! Find that cub. We don't want him to do any talking. He's somewhere in this direction. Hey, Walton! Look! Burn leather! I knew you'd stick my nose into trouble.
Well, we did a great job of getting after those fellas, didn't we?
Yeah, and I just begin to feel warlike, too.
I guess you'll get over your disappointment. Ooh! Listen, Fuzzy, when we get back to town, remind me to pick up a couple of well-broke rocking horses.
You only need to get one. I'm all right.
Who are those fellas?
I don't know. I never saw them before in my life.
Well, if I ever see them again, they'll learn to mind their own business.
You got my dad. I'll get you.
Now, hold on, son. Why, we didn't get your dad. We're friends.
You better let me have that, sonny boy.
I'm afraid there's nothing we can do, son.
You mean he's dead?
Reckon I caught myself cold last night.
To the range. No more riding for me. I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, and the wind blows quietly. Hand them up to me, will you, Fuzzy? You got any folks around here, son?
I ain't got no folks. Dad was all I had.
Well, don't you worry, son. You done found yourself a couple of maverick uncles.
Why, sure. We've just been hankering to be uncles to somebody. Hey, where's the nearest ranch?
The Morgan place, over that way.
I guess we've got to get over there and report what's happened.
And will you help me get the man who did that?
You bet we will, son. Say, did you ever hear of a song called Waddle-a-Hoo?
I don't think so.
Well, it's the dingest, dongest song you ever heard.
When I was born, my pappy said, ain't he the cutest thing? But he jumped through the window on his head when I began to sing, Waddle-a-ho and doodle-um-day. He jumped through the window on his head, Waddle-a-ho, doodle-um-day. There was a guy in my hometown who led the band one day. They locked him up in a padded cell when the band began to play, Waddle-a-ho and doodle-um-day. He jumped through the window on his head, Waddle-a-ho, doodle-um-day.
Old Satin Bull, he sets no more, he sure did meet his doom. His squaw kicked him out through the door when he sang this crazy tune.
Waddle-a-ho and doodle-um-day.
His squaw kicked him out through the door.
Waddle-a-ho, doodle-um-day.
Just made a new
Grandpa says I do surmise the time I was in bed. But just imagine his surprise when his old clock softly said, Waddle-a-ho and doodle-um-day. Just imagine his surprise, Waddle-a-ho, doodle-um-day.
In the Echo Valley once I rode, 'cause echoes are my pride. I hollered everything I knowed, but the echo just replied,
Waddle-a-ho and doodle-um-day.
I hollered everything I know.
Waddle-a-ho,
Back at me.
doodle-um-day. Waddle-a-ho and doodle-um-day. I think the kid has gone to sleep, Waddle-a-ho, doodle-um-day.
Mr. Morgan, if you decide to sell out, I wish you'd let me know.
Not a chance, Evans. I wouldn't sell if I could, and I couldn't sell if I would.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, my niece owns half of this spread.
Well, where is she?
She's back east in college getting herself an education. I expect her out here pretty soon. By the way, there ain't any particular reason why you should want a spread in the valley, is there?
Well, I have a large ranch the other side of the Pecos. The water's drying out. I've got to have good rangeland with water, or I'll have to sell out.
Oh.
Far from the old Mr. Morgan,
That's me.
the Barry place burned down last night.
You don't say.
His father was killed.
Oh, the poor little shaver.
Why, that's too bad.
I guess I fell asleep.
I guess you did.
Yes, you bet you did, son. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Do you know anybody that might have had it in for Barry?
No, I don't. But there's something mighty peculiar back of all this. A number of ranchers of late have got mysterious warnings to pull up stakes and get out.
Well, for what reason?
They didn't give any reason, just said they wasn't popular in the district. They thought it was a joke until they found the stock being killed on the range. Then most of them got scared and sold for whatever they could get.
I suppose Barry got one of those warnings.
Yes, he did. But he said he was going to fight for his place.
Well, perhaps I'd better withdraw my offer. I want this outfit, all right, but I don't want to buy a range war along with it.
You're safe enough to let the offer stand, Evans. I'm not going to sell.
Mr. Morgan, we're buying chips in this game, whatever it is. I'd like to tie up with some outfit. That is, if you can use a couple of riders.
If we get a range war on our hands, we'll want hombres that can throw lead, not mounted canaries.
Well, I can throw lead. Fuzzy, set me up a can over there.
Why don't you run up the house and get a wash tub?
Sorry, partner, I just holding the gun in my hand like this. I don't know how that kind of happened.
All right, Cal.
I wish you'd learn to shoot at quarters. It wouldn't be so dang expensive.
I didn't like your joke. How do you like mine?
Well, so far it's fine.
I sure got one swell, Uncle, ain't I?
One swell, Uncle.
Say, you ain't seen nothing yet until you see me in action.
Okay, Canary.
It's a nice argument, mister.
You better hire this hombre. He sings a mean lullaby with his left.
I was just thinking of that myself. We haven't any trouble yet, but we don't know when or how it's going to start.
Well, the trouble started already as far as I'm concerned. I took me on a job at the Barry Ranch.
I saw the man who shot my dad. I'd know him if I ever see him again.
If you find out who's behind all these burnings and killings, my outfit is with you to a man.
Yeah, you can organize a lot more ranches who'll fight with you.
On up the house. I'd like to talk to you.
Hello, Evans. Well, we did a good job at the Barry Ranch.
Not so good.
Why not?
You let the kid get away.
Well, you see a couple of strange hombres.
And he can recognize the man who dropped his father.
How do you know he can?
I heard him say so. Those two men took him to the Morgan place. One of those strangers, a man by the name of Cal Brent, can shoot a gun like greased lightning.
Well, there never was a man so good, but one didn't come along that got him.
Yes, so they say. But bear down on that Morgan outfit. They can cause us a lot of trouble if they ever get organized. And he's curious about my moving into this valley.
Oh, getting curious, huh? What'd you tell him?
Enough to satisfy him. That's all I ever tell anybody.
We'll take care of Morgan next. Boys!
Well, look at that.
Look, Blackie.
If you're smart, Morgan, you'll pull up stakes and get out.
That means somebody poisoned the water hole.
Now, it looks like the war's on. Let's scout around and see if we can dig up a trail. Strychnine. Maybe for wolf bait, maybe for cattle.
Wait till I roll me a cigarette. Telegrams is always bad news. I bet Morgan's niece is headed for the ranch.
Well, that ain't bad news.
Yes, it is. I hate to see a good cow ranch all cluttered up with flighty women.
Howdy. I'm a stranger here. How do you get to Mesquite?
Mesquite? Well, I'll tell you. You just go on down that trail there and just follow you.
Who's this hombre?
He's full of information. We'll let him tell us first about who poisoned the water hole.
I don't know nothing about it.
Somebody poisoned the water hole?
Yes, and killed near 50 head of cattle. Who told you to do it?
I don't know anything about it.
One of you boys throw a rope over that limb. All right. It's your last chance to tell the truth.
How do you know I ain't telling the truth?
Well, we'll soon find out. Buddy, run up to the house and get me a magnifying glass.
Yes, sir.
You know, a friend of mine, a city lawman, taught me to read fingerprints. Why, it's just as easy as sign language when you're savvy. I guess you've seen this before, huh?
I don't know anything about it.
No, you wouldn't.
Now, we'd rather know who the boss is than to see the hired man do a dance on air. But if you'd rather dance than talk, why...
I tell you that I don't know anything about poisoning any water hole.
So you say. The fingerprints on this bottle may say different.
Here's a magnifying glass, Uncle Cal.
Thanks, buddy. Now, I'm going to leave you folks to do a little concentrating.
I done it. I done it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
All right, let's have it. Who's your boss?
They'll kill me if I tell you.
Well, you won't enjoy very good health if you don't. Let's have it. Who are they?
He's
Where'd that shot come from?
Come from over yonder.
Now listen, mister. Your own pal shot you. Here's your chance to square yourself. Who you working for?
You can go where I'm heading.
Tough luck. You know, it'd help a lot if we only knew who we were fighting.
Ain't anybody gonna help Uncle Fuzzy?
By golly, I forgot all about him when you brought that fella in here.
What happened to Fuzzy?
That fella hit him over the head.
Where?
On the road to town.
Fuzzy, are you hurt bad?
No, I ain't hurt bad except for a beehive I can't get out of my head. Oh, you got that fella, did you?
Yes, I brought him in. Say, you didn't shoot him, did you?
No, but it sure would have been a pleasure with the headache he give me. I've got something for you. A telegram I brought you from the city.
Boys, my niece Jeannie will be here Thursday. And I better telephone the sheriff about that fella that was killed.
Why, she's crazy to come here now. You saw that notice. We've got a war on our hands. You better tell her to stay where she is until things clear up.
Young fella, did you ever try to tell a tornado where to sit itself down?
No, I never did.
Well, it's just the same as telling that gal what to do. She said she'd be here Thursday.
Hello, Morgan. Had some trouble?
No, not trouble exactly, just a little disappointment. That hombre there was about to give us some valuable information when somebody killed him.
That's too bad. Did he have time to tell you anything?
Not a thing.
Very nice gun you got here, mister.
Yes. I don't know why I carry it around. I don't think I've used it in over a year. I hear you're organizing the ranchers to put up a fight against this gang.
Yes, I am.
I wish you'd count me in on it.
Why, we'd be glad to. I need every available man I can get. Tap the horse and come up to the house and have a little liquor and we'll talk it over. Never mind the break, boys. We ain't gonna meet the train.
What happened?
Jeannie wired me that she'd changed her mind. The station agent just phoned me. And I'm glad of it until this trouble's over.
If she isn't on the train, she'd known 3 or 4 days ago that she wasn't coming out. Why didn't she wire then?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe she's on the train going through the coast.
That could be it. Put the horses away, boys.
It's a funny thing she'd wait till the last minute.
Did you ever hear of a woman changing her mind?
Fuzzy, Listen, let's you and me take a ride into town.
Town? I bet you're figuring on meeting up with some trouble.
Why, that shouldn't bother an old war horse like you. Why, I heard you telling Buddy...
Come on, let's go.
Uncle Fuzzy told me about the time he caught 6 outlaws all by himself.
Fuzzy, only 6? Come, my boy, you're slipping.
The kid tells me something about you reading fingerprints.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Did you?
Definitely.
What do you know about fingerprints?
Not a doggone thing. They say the bluff works like a charm. Come on, you old Gila monster. Let's get into town.
It's about time they were here.
It's sure funny the way Morgan swallowed that telegram story of yours. Even thanked you for saving him a trip to town.
You'll have more than that to thank me for. Can you trust those two fellows?
Oh, they'll be along. Them boys finish whatever they start.
Remember, when you get her across the border, keep her there until I make a deal with Morgan.
That's what I call mixing business with pleasure.
Wait a minute. Well, there's Morgan's niece, but it's not Morgan's men. I had a hunch there was something phony about that telegram.
Hey, let's outsmart them. We'll drop in behind them and find out who they're working for.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do, but we can't.
Why not?
We can't make wolf bait out of that girl. It's too dangerous.
Well, let's go down and knock them off.
No, wait a minute. We can't do that either.
Why not?
You wouldn't start a gun battle with her in the buckboard, would you?
You can sure figure things out the hard way.
Here, get the horses under cover. Fuzzy, bring my horse.
Don't you know they hang people for doing what you're doing?
Partner, this is your station.
What does this mean?
It means you almost got yourself into a serious mess. Come on, get out. Tie him up, Fuzz. These men don't work for your uncle, Miss Morgan.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's true just the same. You see, we're having a little trouble up at the ranch, and it wouldn't be a very good place for you right now. If I take you back to town, will you get on the train?
I will not.
Well, you don't seem to understand. We're liable to have to fight off a raid any day. And, well, it's just not a good place for you now.
I'll decide that for myself, thank you.
Well, how can you decide anything when you don't know?
I don't need you to tell me.
Well, now, you're acting like a spoiled child.
Oh, I suppose you're the perfect gentleman.
Well, you're not going to the ranch.
I most certainly am.
You're not.
I am. Let go of my arm.
You stay on there, I'll tie you on like a sack of meal. Fuzzy, bring your horse. Fuzzy, put these hombres in the buckboard and take them up to the ranch. Maybe we can persuade them that conversation would be good for their health. Tell Morgan I'm taking the girl up to the line camp on North Fork. There's plenty of food there.
Cal, you're plumb loco.
And maybe Morgan can pound some sense into her stubborn head.
Poor old Cal.
All right, here's where you get off. You know, you're going to thank me someday.
Thank you. Huh. I won't even send you flowers when you're in the penitentiary.
Well, you can forget about the flowers, lady, because I don't like them. They give me hay fever. Are you hungry?
What do you think?
Well, after giving the matter a great deal of consideration.
Oh, don't strain yourself.
I think you're going to feel better after you've had something to eat. You know, my horse is that way.
I dream of Jeannie with a light brown hair. Warm like a paper on the morning air.
No sense of humor.
I'd give a yearling steer to see him set her on that horse.
I know, but don't you think you ought to get started?
No hurry. I'll mosey up to the camp after a while.
Oh, this ain't no time to dilly-dally. You ought to go right away.
It'll do her good to fret a while.
I ain't thinking about her. I'm worried about Cal.
It was your men that were to meet her at the train. What have they done with her?
You know as much as I do. If they double-crossed me, they'd better put a lot of country between us.
It might be a good idea to scout around the Morgan place.
We'll ride along with you.
Come and get it before I throw it out.
Starve before I accept any food from you.
Well, mighty foolish, but it's your stomach you're treating me, not mine.
You're the most insufferable person I ever met in my life.
I never quarrel while I'm eating. It's very bad for the digestion.
Oh.
I dream of Jeannie with a light brown hair. Happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour. Many were the blithe birds that warbled them all. Oh, I dream of Jeannie with a light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft morning air.
Drop them beans. Well, I didn't exactly mean that way.
Oh, you're just the kind of person to think it's funny to scare people. Oh, get me a drink of water.
You see, that's what you get for losing your temper while you're eating.
Oh, shut up.
The buckboard's down there. They must have brought her home.
If they did,
I'll take it easy. Morgan's leaving. I'll check with him. Hello, Morgan.
Hi, Evans.
Did you talk to your niece about selling?
She isn't here.
Isn't here? Why, I thought you said she was going to arrive last Thursday.
Well, she evidently changed her mind for some reason.
Oh. Well, I guess I can't do any business here. You riding to town?
Oh, no. I'm just looking the range over.
Well, I'll be drifting along. See you later.
Something fishy here. That fella knowed that girl was on the train. And I'll bet he saw the buckboard that I brought in with them two hombres.
Maybe.
Hey, there's a nice, comfortable chair up there on the porch waiting for you.
Here's some grub for your pets.
I wish the sheriff would come and take them off my hands. I wonder who them fellas is.
I'm looking for a couple of hombres that stole a team and a buckboard from me.
Well, you won't find them around here.
I'll look around and make sure.
Hey, get us out of here, Walton!
Give me the key to that bird cage. argument. Throw him over with the others. I'm giving you waddies a chance to save your hides. Vamoose and don't come back to this ranch.
If you'll come to your senses and take me back to the ranch, well, I'll be lenient with you.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
You've got to stay here where you're safe, till you can listen to common sense.
I don't need you to teach me common sense.
Well, you need somebody. Can't you see what we're up against? Well, I told you we were fighting a bad outfit. They tried to kidnap you.
They tried. I'd say the kidnapping was a complete success.
Good gosh, lady, you haven't been kidnapped. Why, you've been rescued.
Oh, thank you so much, but I really don't care for your kind of rescue.
Well, you're going to be rescued whether you want to or not.
Oh, you're incorrigible.
I am not. I'm a Democrat.
Oh, shh. Uncle Dan!
You Dan Morgan's niece, Jeannie?
Yes.
We were searching for you. Dan was my best friend. That fellow shot him without warning.
Who shot him?
Cal Brent, the fellow who's holding you prisoner here. Dan and I were searching for you. And when we rode in here, Brent shot him from behind a rock. I chased him, but he got away. My being Dan's best friend, I hope you'll look to me for anything I can do to help.
Thank you.
Buddy! Oh, buddy!
Uncle Fuzzy, what happened?
Oh, I had a terrible fight with 10 or 12 outlaws.
Gee, I wish I'd have been there.
They drove all the boys off the ranch, but I whopped them. Say, we gotta find Uncle Cal and Mr. Morgan and tell them what happened.
Uncle Fuzzy, where's your gun?
My gun? One of the outlaws took it for a souvenir.
Sheriff is on his way. They'll soon have that murderer.
I hope so.
You have nothing to be afraid of. I'll take care of you from now on.
Miss Petey! Petey!
Sheriff, Dan Morgan's been murdered.
Yeah, that's just what we want to talk to you about.
Did you know about it?
We know all about it. Evans phoned me and told me the story.
What did he tell you?
He said that you carried away Morgan's niece and shot him when you came after her.
How did he know all that?
Well, I never asked him.
Who did you say telephoned?
Evans.
Sheriff, there were only 4 people at that line camp. Morgan, his niece and myself, and the man who shot Morgan. I'd like to have a talk with this fellow Evans.
Well, if you do, you'll talk to him from inside the jail. Bob, you take care of the body until the coroner gets here. Come on, we get back to town.
I wonder where Cal could have got to.
So do I.
Now, behave yourself. Here comes the sheriff.
Howdy, Sheriff. Do you know Cal Brent?
Yeah?
Have you seen him?
Are you looking for him?
No, of course not. I just wanted to find out how he feels.
I reckon he's feeling all right. I just hightailing off down that way. I think it's safe to come out now, you fingerprint expert.
Well, I hope he enjoys his ride.
You got plenty of room to do it in.
Say, we got to do something about Jeannie. And I'll bet that fella Evans could give us plenty of information.
Yeah, but we ain't even got a cat pistol between us.
Gee, you and Uncle Cat are so smart, you don't need guns.
I wish we could believe that like he does.
Well, we can't accomplish anything more here. Wait till I get my horse.
What's the idea?
That's what I want to know. You ain't headed toward the border.
I changed my mind.
Well, you ain't changed my mind, Eddie. She's going with me.
Don't shout. I'll handle this my way.
Maybe you think you can put something over on me.
I'm not trying to put anything over on you. And don't you try to put anything over on me.
the fire at the entrance of this canyon.
Now, you local? Why, they'll drag us out of here by the seat of the pants.
Well, they wouldn't dare to rush us against gunfire.
Yeah, but we ain't got no guns.
That's my idea. Now, look, they don't know that. But we've got plenty of ammunition. If we can get Jeannie up here, we can hold them off until the sheriff can hear our firing.
I hope.
Look, boss, she's gone.
Stay down there and keep quiet.
Right, you're doing fine, boys. Keep shooting. I'm going to try to get through those lines and bring help.
Well, don't take any vacation.
Can I help?
You bet you can. Stay out of sight.
Stay under cover.
Uncle Kel's an awful swell fella. He'd never shoot Mr. Morgan.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
Can shoot like a machine gun. What of it? Don't hide behind that rock. Scatter out and surround them.
We can get at them from the rear. Get on your horse.
Surround him. Dang near got an uncle. Well, Sheriff, I rounded him up. Mighty lucky we happened to come this way.
Luck? No luck about it. Cal knew that we needed help, and he brought you here.
Hey, it sort of looks like he did do that. But he sure took a big chance on getting himself shot.
Here's a couple more for your collection, Sheriff. And this one sort of made a mistake about me shooting Morgan. Didn't you?
Yes. I made a mistake.
Well, I'm sure glad to hear. Because I think it would have caused me a lot of trouble to try to keep you in jail.
Could I speak to you a moment?
Oh, so we're on speaking terms now, are we? Well, you better talk fast because I've got a lot of things I'd like to say to you.
Beautiful dream, awaken to me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Songs of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, each twilight woo thee.
Buddy, how would you like to roam the range with me?
Isn't Uncle Cal gonna roam with you anymore?
Well, looks like his roaming days were over.
To me.